Boy, I started smiling so big when I saw this woke Asian female spit nothing but heat. I just want to say thank you. She hit the nail right on the head.
For all the racist fucks that keep saying they have black fatigue, I think it's time we set the record straight. You don't have black fatigue, you have history fatigue. You're tired of being reminded that black people didn't just participate in the world, they were a huge part in shaping it. Every race and every culture has benefited from the sacrifices that black people have made. The civil rights movement didn't just open doors for black Americans. It expanded freedoms for everyone. And the shameful part is black people hardly, if ever, get the credit for it. Black people aren't just in music and sports. You guys need to get out more, okay? Black people are doctors, lawyers, pilots, judges, engineers, educators, innovators, and the list goes on. They hold up systems that people rely on daily while pretending that contribution doesn't exist. And no, this isn't pandering. This is lived experience. I grew up in an all-white neighborhood with very few black people and no other Asians. And at that time, the only culture that accepted me without question was the black culture. So when people talk about a world without black people, they expose how very little they understand about the world they already live in. Without black people, you don't get a world with less noise. You get a world with less creativity, less freedom, less culture, and less progress. If that truth exhausts you, it's not fatigue. It's discomfort with knowing how much you benefit from this world without acknowledging the source.
Happy Black History Month.
My name is Erin Kimura. I'm a fifth generation Chinese and Japanese American and a fifth generation San Franciscan. I'm here today to fully support black reparations because this is the bare ass minimum. Period. The bare ass minimum. History is enough of a reason. The dehumanization that we've seen is enough of a reason for why we need redress and reparations now. This is not an impossible reality, right? We've seen this with the Japanese Americans in the late 1980s. They received, on a federal level, reparations. And the fact that black folks and our black community and our brothers and sisters are still waiting for a formal apology, I'm just going to leave that there just to simmer. And I just really want to note, especially as an Asian American woman, I would not be here if it were not for the black liberation struggle, the black freedom fighters, culture creators, and the world builders.
Alright everyone, welcome back to this channel and I hope you are all doing good. So there is this shift that is happening right now and it's something many people did not expect. Across different parts of the world, voices within the Asian communities, they are beginning to speak out. They are speaking out openly. They are speaking out boldly and in support of black Americans. Yes, not quietly, not subtly, but with clarity. And what they are saying is turning heads. So guys, let's get into these clips. I'll be coming back with more commentaries. And in case of any thoughts, kindly feel free to let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, stay tuned.
I need some black joy. The fact that black joy even exists as a concept in the world is miraculous to me. Asians are no good at joy. We are good at working hard and being diligent and doing our best, but not joy. Colonizers too. Rich lives, no joy. We should never have hooked our stars to theirs. But black people, especially black Americans, are the best at joy. You've turned it into an art form. I know it came from terrible hardship that you've turned into soul and then into joy. And we, Chinese people, we just turn that hardship into more hard work. But I know you can't give it to us. We have to go out and earn it for ourselves just like you did. Joy is a puzzle for every human being and it's not free. When I ask my black friends where their joy comes from, they inevitably shake their heads and just repeat, you can't let them take it away from you. That's what it's not. But what is black joy? Can you tell me?
I just want to put this out there. More Asian women should start dating black men. For real. We need more black and Asian connections in our community. More love, more understanding, more power together.
안녕하세요, girl from Korea, babies. I'm about to make a big confess. It's for me, I need to overcome this feeling. People ask me, what is your type? I realize that I don't like to talk about it because my type is a black man. I like black guys, baby. I used to be married one. I got divorced, So back in the day, my family hate that, and my best friends don't like it. But I did it. I like what I like. I just don't like to say that because people always coming at me. Look at your hair. Oh, look at your English. I don't know why. So I just stopped saying that, but it's not cool. I really know what I like, though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black girls, mean to me because they feel like I'm still a man. Baby, honey, man is man. We don't steal nobody. And then you dating a Korean man, I love it. So 2026, let's do better.
I've seen a lot of videos from black girls getting discriminated against in Korean beauty stores. What the fuck? Like, if it wasn't for black women, these stores wouldn't exist, right? So I'm confused about that. And I just want to know, can a black girl get a fucking break? Can the black girls please catch a break on some shit in life? Can they? With that said, I want to address some of the girls on here talking about Korean stores. And first of all, there are some Korean stores where they love y'all. They love black culture. They love black folks. So find those and support them. And better yet, let's support other black women opening black girl product stuff and support them. How about that? Like, hit the asshole discriminatory bigots where it hurts, which is their wallet. And there's a young lady on this app. Her name is Kimchi Cakes. She went through a whole entire research on how Korean business people ended up making wigs for black women. Apparently, like years ago, it goes deep. Years ago, they used to go in villages, like buying hair off women's heads to make wigs and weaves for black people in America. So, it's kind of like heartbreaking that this is all coming to light now. But at the same time, not all that surprising because I'm half Korean and half black. I was born in Korea to a Korean mom who raised me alone until I was 8, brought me to my grandma's till I was 11, and then gave me up for adoption when I was 12. I spent 11 to 12 in an orphanage in Korea. So, and the main reason they gave me up for adoption, my family, my Korean family, who loved me so much, and I credit for the resilience of my life, is that they knew that I would have a better life here in America because of the discrimination I suffered day in and day out as a child, a mixed race child in Korea without a dad. So being spit at, throwing rocks, sticks, beat up, all of it, like whatever you can think about, it happened because I was half black. And I didn't meet my dad until I came to America, and Ancestry.com found him when I was 50. And being immersed in my American black family has changed the trajectory of my life. The rich history and culture through all of it. So when I see like stuff like this on the internet, I get like all tumultuous on the inside because I have a great love for my mom and my grandma and the sacrifices they made for me. And of course the Korean culture because it's still a part of me. And of course a great love for my black culture as well. And it's really, at the end of the day, we have to address what hurts. We have to address where shit is fucked up. And maybe boycott those stores where they're not nice to you. And support.
Yeah, so guys, as you continue watching, there is this powerful shift that is happening, and across the globe, many Asians are speaking out, and they are showing a lot of support for Black Americans. They are acknowledging shared struggles, and they are calling for unity. So, after facing a lot of their own experiences with the discrimination and even inequality. Their voices are rising to say that what many are beginning to realize, that Black Americans have been speaking truth all along. So that is why I decided to make this video, and I'm going to break all this down, this growing wave of solidarity, the conversations that is happening within the Asian communities, and what this could mean for global unity, the justice, and also understanding. Guys, is this the beginning of a stronger alliance between communities that have long faced systemic challenges? Just watch till the end and join the conversation. Let's get into these remaining clips. I'll be coming back with more commentaries. Otherwise, stay tuned.
Are we really having a moment? Asian folks and Black folks are having a moment right now. Let's go. Not only are we giving each other the tea, we are giving each other the tea about anti-Blackness in our community. I know y'all been seeing old girl talk about what's been going on in the Asian community, how they've been checking each other for their anti-Blackness, how a lot of them are becoming pro-Black now because they recognize that being pro-Black is connected to being pro-Asian. And they're realizing that supporting Black folks supports everybody. Like, wake it up. They are waking it up. And in doing so, they are calling out the folks in their community who are setting all of them back. Setting them back when it comes to community, when it comes to unity, when it comes to pride and culture, and not jumping to fall at the feet of every white person you see. And in being nosy, we are seeing that we have so much in common, y'all, and that we benefit from unity because we know that proximity to whiteness will not save us. Being one of the tokens or the good ones will not save us. Rejecting who we are and our communities for the safety net of whiteness will not save us. We know that eventually that net comes crashing down, and you don't want to be up under that thing when it does. So I just love that we are having this I see you moment, okay? I see you. I see y'all. I love this. And I love that this is strictly connection and sharing of information and educating each other. It's not no drama, no gossip, no ragging on your own community, but instead calling out the thing in order to empower your community. They're letting us know what to look out for, and we're letting them know what to look out for. And they're letting us in on these specifics of this conversation because they know that we get it. And we're not coming up in there on some, you need to do this, you need to do that type stuff. We're letting them do what they need to do and being supportive on the sideline. And when I say I am so glad to see it, oh my God. Because this is what we wanted, right? We wanted other communities to recognize the anti-Blackness that happens in the midst of them and for them to call each other on it, hold each other accountable, and be better. And so to see that happening in real time and seeing them say, hey, there is a problem, we are sick of it, let's address it right now. That warms my heart. It means we can do this little thing called change. We can have community with and amongst each other. In spite of and because of our differences, yes, but with our similarities as a grounding point. So y'all, love this. Let's keep it going. Let's keep showing each other the tea. Keep letting me know who to boost and follow and who to block and not pay attention to because they on some messed up stuff. And keep letting those types of folks in your community have it. Because we let ours have it, okay? We gonna let ours have it. Keep this going and keep doing you. And I'm looking forward to what's to come with this new connection. I am.
Yeah, Black Americans have been right all along. So what really changed? Why now? And what does this mean moving forward? We are here to talk about it, guys. Yes. So, for a long time, conversations about race, conversations about injustice, and also systemic inequality have often been viewed in isolation, like each group was fighting its own battle separately. But now, something deeper is happening. Many Asians, after they have faced their own experience with discrimination, with bias, with exclusion, and are starting to connect the dots, they are seeing patterns that Black Americans have been pointing out for decades. And instead of staying silent, they are beginning to speak. They are acknowledging that the struggles are not as different as they once thought. They are recognizing that what Black Americans have been saying about systemic racism, about the systems, the power, and inequality was not exaggerated, that it was real. Yes, so let's be honest, pain has a way of opening eyes. When people experience discrimination firsthand, it changes the perspective. It forces reflection. And for many Asians, recent experiences, whether social, whether political or cultural, have created a moment of realization, a realization that injustice does not operate in isolation. It overlaps, it connects, and suddenly the message that Black Americans have been carrying for generations begins to make even more sense, not just intellectually, but personally. Yes, so there is this call for unity, and now we are seeing something powerful emerging. The calls for unity, not performative unity, not surface level solidarity, but a deeper desire to stand together, to say, we see you, we hear you, and we understand now. This is not about competition over who has suffered more. It is about recognizing that division has never helped anyone except the systems that benefit from it. What about unity? Unity changes everything. Yes. So guys, this moment really matters. You know, for years, there have been efforts, subtle and direct, to keep communities divided, to create distance, to prevent understanding. But when people begin to listen to each other, when they begin to validate each other's experiences, that is when things shift. That is when truth becomes harder to ignore. And that is exactly what we are seeing now. A shift from separation to connection. Yes, let's keep it real. This is not the end of the conversation. It is the beginning, because unity requires more than words. It requires honesty. It requires accountability. And it requires consistency. You know, support is not just about speaking out in moments. It is about standing firm even when it is uncomfortable. Yes. So the question now is, what happens next? Will this moment turn into something lasting, or will it fade like so many others before it? Guys, that all depends on all of us. So, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think that this unity is genuine, and what does real solidarity actually look like to you? So guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video, and this video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. And if you found this perspective valuable, kindly don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more real conversations like this, because these discussions, they matter, and your voice matters too. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Peace be with you until the next one.